What do you do?
I am a teacher. I work in a school. I teach students every day. I help them learn new things. I like my job very much.
Where do you work?
I work in an office. I go there from Monday to Friday. I use a computer to do my tasks. My office is in the city center. I like working with my team.
What time do you start work?
I start work at 9 a.m. I wake up early in the morning. I get dressed and eat breakfast. Then I go to my workplace. I work until 5 p.m.
Do you work on the weekend?
No, I don't work on the weekend. I work from Monday to Friday. On the weekend, I relax at home. I sometimes go out with my friends. It is nice to have free time.
What does a doctor do?
A doctor helps people who are sick. They work in a hospital or clinic. They give medicine to patients. They tell people how to stay healthy. Doctors are very important.
What is your favorite day to work?
My favorite day to work is Wednesday. It is the middle of the week. I feel good because I am busy. I like doing different tasks. On Wednesday, I have many meetings.
What do you do on Fridays?
On Fridays, I finish my work early. I check all my tasks for the week. After work, I meet my friends. We go to a restaurant to eat. I feel happy because the weekend is near.
What does a chef do?
A chef cooks food in a restaurant. They prepare meals for customers. They make sure the food is tasty. A chef works in the kitchen all day. They are very good at cooking.
What time do you finish work?
I finish work at 5 p.m. After work, I go home. Sometimes I go to the gym. I like to relax in the evening. I watch TV or read a book before bed.
What does a pilot do?
Pilot flies airplanes. They take people to different cities and countries. They need special training to fly planes. Pilots work at airports. They travel a lot for their job.
Do you work on Mondays?
Yes, I work on Mondays. I start the week with new tasks. I feel fresh and ready. Mondays are busy days. I work with my team to plan the week.
What does a firefighter do?
A firefighter helps when there is a fire. They use water to stop the fire. They save people and animals. Firefighters wear special clothes for safety. They are very brave.
How do you get to work?
I take the bus to work. The bus stop is near my house. It takes 30 minutes to get to work. Sometimes I listen to music on the bus. I arrive at work on time.
What do you do after work?
After work, I go home. I make dinner for my family. Then I watch TV or read a book. Sometimes I go for a walk. I like to relax after a long day.
What does a taxi driver do?
A taxi driver drives people to different places. They know all the roads in the city. People pay for the ride. Taxi drivers work day and night. They help people get where they need to go.
What is your job like?
My job is fun and busy. I work with many people. I help customers with their problems. Every day is different. I learn new things every week.
What does a police officer do?
A police officer keeps people safe. They stop people who break the law. They help in emergencies. Police officers work in the community. They are very important for safety.
What time do you wake up for work?
I wake up at 7 a.m. I get ready for the day. I eat breakfast before leaving the house. Then I go to work. I like to arrive early.
What does a waiter do?
A waiter serves food in a restaurant. They bring the menu to customers. They take orders and serve food. Waiters help make sure customers are happy. They are always busy.
What do you do on the weekend?
On the weekend, I rest at home. I sometimes go shopping. I visit my family or friends. I like to watch movies. Weekends are for relaxing.
What does a farmer do?
A farmer grows food and takes care of animals. They work outside on a farm. They plant seeds and water the plants. Farmers wake up early every day. They work hard to grow food for people.
What do you do on Sundays?
On Sundays, I rest at home. I sometimes clean my house. I cook meals for the week. I also go for a walk in the park. Sunday is a relaxing day for me.
What does a mechanic do?
A mechanic fixes cars. They check what is wrong with the car. They change old parts and make repairs. Mechanics work in a garage. They help people keep their cars safe to drive.
What does a journalist do?
A journalist writes news stories. They go to events to find information. They ask questions to learn more. Journalists write for newspapers or TV. They tell people what is happening in the world.
What do you do after lunch?
After lunch, I go back to work. I finish my tasks for the day. I sometimes have meetings with my team. I check my emails and answer messages. The afternoon is usually busy.
What does a cleaner do?
A cleaner keeps places clean. They sweep the floor and clean windows. They take out the trash. Cleaners work in schools, offices, and homes. They make places look nice.
What do you do on your day off?
On my day off, I sleep in. I go out for breakfast or lunch. I meet my friends or family. Sometimes I do some shopping. It's nice to have time to relax.
What does a hairdresser do?
A hairdresser cuts and styles hair. They work in a salon. They help people look good. They also give hair care advice. Hairdressers are friendly and creative.
What do you do in the morning?
In the morning, I get ready for work. I take a shower and get dressed. I eat breakfast and drink coffee. Then I leave for work. I start my day early.
What does a librarian do?
A librarian works in a library. They help people find books. They organize books on shelves. They keep the library quiet. Librarians help people with research too.
Do you work late sometimes?
Yes, sometimes I work late. I have extra tasks to finish. I stay at the office until 7 p.m. After that, I go home and rest. It doesn't happen often, but it's part of my job.
What does a receptionist do?
A receptionist greets visitors. They answer phone calls and help people. They work at the front desk of an office or hotel. Receptionists also schedule appointments. They help keep things organized.
Do you like your job?
Yes, I like my job. I enjoy working with people. I learn new things every day. My job is interesting and fun. I feel proud of what I do.
What does a photographer do?
A photographer takes pictures. They use a camera to capture moments. They work at events like weddings. Photographers also take photos for magazines or websites. Their work is creative and artistic.
What do you do on Saturdays?
On Saturdays, I relax at home. I sometimes do some cleaning. I also go out with my friends. We go to the park or the cinema. Saturdays are fun and free.
What does a construction worker do?
A construction worker builds buildings. They work with tools and materials. They make sure the building is safe. Construction workers work outside a lot. Their job is hard but important.
What do you do after breakfast?
After breakfast, I get ready for work. I brush my teeth and put on my clothes. I pack my bag with my things. Then I go to work. I like to start the day with energy.
What does an accountant do?
An accountant works with money. They help companies manage their finances. They keep track of spending and income. Accountants work in offices. They are good with numbers.
What do you do in the afternoon?
In the afternoon, I finish my work. I check my tasks and emails. I sometimes have meetings. I also prepare for the next day. The afternoon is busy but productive.
What does a scientist do?
A scientist studies the world around us. They do experiments to learn new things. They work in a lab or in nature. Scientists help us understand how things work. Their work is important for progress.
Do you work every day?
No, I work from Monday to Friday. I have weekends off. I rest and relax on Saturday and Sunday. Sometimes I do some work at home, but not often. I like to have free time.
What does an artist do?
An artist creates paintings, drawings, or sculptures. They use their imagination to make art. Artists work in studios or galleries. Their work is creative and inspiring. People enjoy looking at their art.
What do you do at lunchtime?
At lunchtime, I take a break from work. I eat my lunch, usually a sandwich. I sometimes go out to eat with friends. After lunch, I relax for a few minutes. Then I go back to work.
What does a teacher do?
A teacher helps students learn. They explain new ideas in class. Teachers give homework to practice. They help students when they have questions. Teachers are important in schools.
What do you do in the evening?
In the evening, I relax after work. I make dinner and eat with my family. Then I watch TV or read a book. I sometimes go for a walk. Evenings are peaceful for me.
What does a baker do?
A baker makes bread, cakes, and pastries. They work in a bakery. Bakers wake up early to start baking. They use ovens to bake fresh food. Their job is creative and delicious.
What do you do at night?
At night, I get ready for bed. I brush my teeth and change into my pajamas. I relax by reading or watching TV. I go to sleep early. I wake up fresh for the next day.
What does an engineer do?
An engineer designs and builds things. They work on machines, buildings, or roads. Engineers solve problems using math and science. They work in offices or at construction sites. Their job is very important for making things work.
What do you do on Thursday?
On Thursday, I work as usual. I finish my tasks for the week. I prepare for Friday and the weekend. I sometimes have meetings with my boss. Thursdays are busy but productive.